she lost in her ex-boyfriend, and she also thinks that Kafka is somebody that, Kafka is the name of the young boy, and they kind of form this obsessed, weird relationship, almost incestuous, because he believes that she's his mother, reincarnated, and it's a really weird book, and it's one of those ones where sometimes you're like, should I be reading this? But I just love how strange it was, and it alternates between two different worlds. So him as a 15-year-old and another character as somebody who's recovering from war, an older man. So the writing really interested me, but also the way it uses music. It was actually the first book that got me interested in how you can use music in your writing. So Kafka on the Shore is the name of a poem that is set to music in the book that Miss Seko wrote for her ex-boyfriend. So that's how the title came about.
Do you mind sharing just a small section for us, please?
Okay, so I mentioned about the lead character, Kafka, who is obsessed with this woman, Miss Seko. And in this section, Oshima, who's a librarian, wakes him up one morning and tells him, I'm going to take you to the mountain, you need to leave this woman alone. And also knows, but really it becomes a conversation about what, really the trauma that Kafka is carrying, and how it's not really about her, it's about what he's longing for beyond her. What is it? I don't know what to do anymore, Kafka says. I don't even know what direction I'm facing in, what's right, what's wrong, whether I should keep on going ahead or turn around. I'm totally lost. Oshima keeps quiet, no answer forthcoming. You've got to help me. What am I supposed to do? I ask him. You don't have to do anything, he says simply. Nothing? He nods. Which is why I'm taking you to the mountains. But what should I do once I get there? Just listen to the wind, he says. That's what I always do. I mull over this. He gently lays a hand over mine. Kafka, there are a lot of things that aren't your fault, or mine either. Not the fault of prophecies, or curses, or DNA, or absurdity. Not the fault of structuralism, or the third industrial revolution. We all die and disappear, but that's because the mechanism of the world itself is built on destruction and loss. Our lives are just shadows of that guiding principle. Say the wind blows. It can be strong, violent wind or gentle breeze, but eventually every kind of wind dies out and disappears. Wind doesn't have form, it's just a movement of air. You should listen carefully and then you'll understand the metaphor. I squeeze his hand back, it's soft and warm, his smooth, sexless, delicately graceful hand. So you think it's better for me to be away from his Seki for the time being? I do, Kafka. It's the best thing right now.
Thank you. This one's better. We ease now into the second collection. And before we even start talking about the book itself, I'm really interested into the process. You know what? Can we talk about the title? I don't know how many, I really stand titles. If I see a really good title for a film or an album, I'm like, whoa, how did you get there? I was like, what happened? What was the thinking? How did you get there? Fun fact as well, I used to actually buy music albums based on the cover. Based on the cover and on the title. Usher's My Way, yeah? With the my way, my. Do you remember? I don't know if you remember the Usher, the cover. He's kind of I think it was the navy blue. He got the hat and he got the goggles and all. I was like, nah, this is life. I was like, from that, and then I think the title was in a silver or something like that. I'm like, I don't know you, dude, but I'm definitely vibing, and I don't.